Welcome back, parrot trainers. Here we are on our final step of the spin trick. This final step is so simple, it didn't actually warrant its own video, but I wanted to use this opportunity to go over a few last things with you guys. So for now, all you're going to do to complete this trick is you're going to switch your hand gesture from a circular motion to just a flick of the finger. It's no longer necessary to do the circular motion. What you can do now is just a simple flick of the finger. This is also a time when you can start phasing out the click. You don't have to click your bird once they know a trick forever. Once they're really confident with a trick and they're offering it as a begging tool to get a treat from you, you can start phasing out the click. You'll never phase out the treat entirely, and I'll go into that in a much later video because there will come a time where you can start offering treats less often, but we'll talk about that another time. You've probably noticed by now that your bird is offering this trick to you when they see a treat in your hand, or if they're unsure what you're wanting from them. And I'm sure you've all watched Ziggy do this for the past few weeks, and you've wondered, what is he doing? Why is he doing that? When your bird gets to the stage where they know a trick, they will start using it to get a treat. They will start pulling every trick out of the bag to get a treat. So when you see this behavior, and it is called the begging stage, when your bird enters the begging stage, that's when you know they know the trick. It's important to mention that in the early stages of learning, whenever your bird offers the trick or a behavior as a begging tool, always reward it. It's important for them to understand that they're doing something that you asked them to do at one time. Now, once the bird learns the trick and you've progressed to the point where you've phased out the clicker, no longer reward them for begging. Only reward them when you've asked them to do the trick or the task. It's counterproductive for you to continue treating them when they've already learned the behavior. It's really important for you to ignore any tricks they do unless you've asked for it. This plays into learning how to put a trick on cue. If you're putting a trick on cue, they can only offer that behavior when you've asked for it. Now, they're a bird. They will offer the behavior even when you don't ask for it, but you're not going to reward them for it anymore. Another really important thing that I want to talk about is, what do you do if you've asked the bird to do a trick or a behavior and they don't do it? So you continue to ask them over and over again. When you do that, you're teaching your bird that they can do it on the first try or the second or the 10th, and they'll still get a treat. Never treat them for ignoring you. If you ask your bird to do a trick and you don't get an immediate response, turn your back or walk away. That will give the bird a few moments to think about, hey, I just totally spoiled my chances of getting that treat. The next time you ask, they'll do it quicker. So always walk away from a bird that's ignoring you. You have the treats. They want the treats. You get to control when they get it. They only get the treat for performing the behavior that you've asked for when you've asked for it, not before and not after. It's almost Ziggy's bedtime, and he's had his dinner now, so no more tricks for tonight. But one final thought. You're probably wondering, do I say spin and flick my finger and click the clicker? It's up to you. If you want this trick to be one that you can have your bird perform with a verbal cue, then you'll continue to say spin. If you want them to perform the trick quietly, without anyone knowing that you gave the cue, you can flick your finger. Your bird now understands that they need to do the spin when you say spin or when you flick your finger. So you get to decide now which way you want to fine-tune your trick. So congratulations on learning your first trick, and I'm excited to see you all back for the next one. Have a great day and happy parrot training.